In the Marine Corps on June 4th, 2001. Served 8 years, 4 active duty and 4 inactive, with military operational specialty as an infantry rifleman. That's where Mark's story begins. His military career started with one of the most tragic events in American history. After completing basic training in August of 2001 in Parris Island, South Carolina, Mark boarded a plane in State College at 6:20 a.m. on September 11, 2001. Originally bound for the School of Infantry in Camp Lejeune, North Carolina, his plane was diverted due to the attacks on the World Trade Center. And the events of that day would set the tone for the next 4 years of his active military service. Private First Class Brooks was initially stationed in Camp Pendleton, California, assigned to the 1st Platoon Company G, also known as the Golf Company, and I don't know why that is, but anyway, you must like the game of golf. 22nd Battalion, 4th Marine Regiment. The battalion then began a unit deployment program tour in 2002, which took them to Camp Hansen in Okinawa, Japan. The tour included stops in several ports in Hong Kong, East Timor, South Korea, Australia, and Guam. In February of 2004, 2nd Marines, also known as the Magnificent Bastards, were deployed to combat mission in Ramadi, Iraq, as part of Operation Iraqi Freedom. The city of Ramadi was one of the worst hot spots in the conflict, part of the area known as the Triangle of Death. The battalion was initially responsible for support and stability operations, but later shifted to counterinsurgency after a massive battle early in the deployment. The summer of 2004 was fraught with ambushes, street battles, and house-to-house fighting. Marines incurred more casualties during those 7 months than any battalion, Marine, or Army since Vietnam. The tale of the 2-4 in Ramadi was well documented in a book, Joker 1, by Donovan Campbell. In the book, he shares a story where Mark and his fire team were ambushed by RPGs during a street sweep. And this is a quote from the book. I was up near the head of the patrol when I heard 2 booms in quick succession. I whipped around. Where Brooks's team should have been was a large cloud of grayish smoke, about 10 feet high and 10 feet wide. Its center was nearly black. Outside the cloud, just 50 meters, chunks of concrete began raining down. I had just lost 3 of my Marines. Seconds later, I heard a voice talking through the PRR. It was Brooks. Sir, I'm good. My team is good. No injuries. I was so sure that Brooks was dead or seriously wounded that at first I didn't believe my ears. Then he appeared out of the smoke, a magician's apparition, running towards me, his team emerging one by one behind him. Their eyes were as big and as white as dinner plates. Mark had managed to jump over an in-flight RPG, which skipped off the road and exploded into the concrete wall behind him. This event earned him the name Rocket Man from his team. Corporal Brooks safely completed his deployment in Iraq and was extricated to Frankfurt before returning to Camp Pendleton in September of 2004, where he served out the remainder of his active duty enlistment. Following his military service, Mark has worked in construction. He's married to Amy, they have 3 children, and they reside in Howard. And Mark, we do thank you and all of your fellow service members for your service. Thank you.